behaviour, their purchasing patterns, their needs, wants and desires, if that summarises both the question and our position.
It certainly does. Can you tell me about the insights that you can draw from that data? And I understand you will want to be sensitive and will be sensitive with how we convey this, but, what kind of, when we think about quintessentially almost as a B2B play and, the interest that our community are going to have in it, it will be helpful to understand what it is that you can cut from the data.
Yeah, so I think, and actually that's a good point because I haven't yet, but as a B2, your audience reading this, well, what we've been able to derive is all of the trends of this audience base. Now, whether that's geographic trends, which is how we built our own business in terms of expansion, so where we decided to open our offices, but also where we decided to expand into specialist services, now whether that was art or real estate or education, or travel, and a number of the other services we offer. We looked at the trends and the purchasing patterns and the decisions that our audience were making, and then built out the specialist divisions around that. The role of Quintessential is to be led by the member. So by better understanding them means we can better cater the service to meet their needs. Where that fits to the B2B is helping luxury brands, premium brands, understand what is typically a hard to reach audience by using our insight and understanding and applying it to the strategies that these businesses and brands have individually. So I think that's the important distinction that I'd want to come to, and I don't know how much Clementine has kind of shared on that with you, is it's much more about if we are working with an LVMH or a Richemont or a Kering, and whichever brand within that group we're working with, what are they trying to achieve and what are our learnings from the last 20 years that we can overlay onto their business strategy. Did Clementine talk to you about the trends report in any great detail?
Not in great detail. I think it was mentioned as something that they would that might be tried to be incorporated, but no, not in a great detail.
So we are launching our first ever trend report on what does the future of luxury look like, based on, let me just pull some of this up so I can talk you through it. So that's actually not coming out until May, but I'd be more than happy to share kind of some of the snippets of whatever if you want to read some into it. So obviously we've spoken about it connectivity. I think what's important is we need to bring much of the quintessentially data experience, but also theory-based evidence around connectedness and also industry data. To bring it all together to land on these top 10 trends within luxury for the next decade. Would it be useful if we sent you some of those trends?
It would be super useful. The nature of the piece that we're creating means that we can identify the report in the introduction, but really we would need your comment to pull out what it is you wanted to share from the report. It might be useful that we have a look at the report. We can then give a steer as to.
Won't be ready.
Okay. Well, if there's any, my suggestion was just going to be that we can provide a steer as to what we believe our community will find most engaging, that we can then transfer into comment through email rather than, making any more time on the phone. So if you can send us whatever, whether it's just the summary or the key findings, and then we'll work with Clementine to develop that into a paragraph of answer.
Tell me a little bit about your audience. What do they typically find most interesting?
Well, it's the best way to sort of thinking about it is that the audience is the fashion industry. I think often people can view the fashion industry too close to the show schedule, and actually, our audience is mainly made up of people that work within retail or people that are entrepreneurs. And then obviously we have the creatives, the students, etc. So, consumer sentiment, the impact of positive purpose, positive expenditure, how conscious consumers are becoming, that's something that everyone needs more slices and more information on. I think our audience is certainly familiar with the experiential and the experiential economy's evolution into the transformative economy. We've certainly seen, we've written significantly about injectables, health and wellness and various other elements of the transformative economy. So I think this idea of connectivity